Have you guys ever seen these borax crystals? Well, today we're going to show you how to make your very own borax crystals in 12 to 24 hours. So let's go check out the ingredients. Here we have our assistant Idris in the kitchen. So what you're going to need is, you're going to need borax. Oh, hold on, let me get that. Excuse me.
Yeah, your friendly borax.
Okay, so we've used like all our borax, so we need to get more borax. But we got this from Amazon. So for every cup of boiling water, you need 4 tablespoons of borax, and that's very important. The recipe is super important. If you don't use enough borax, you're not going to get this result. Okay, so for every cup of boiling water, 4 tablespoons of borax. So this is more than 1 cup because this is a larger jar. So I think this is about 2 cups. So if you boil 2 cups of water, then add 8 tablespoons of borax. Stir it thoroughly until the water is crystal clear and all the borax is dissolved. Use a wide mouth jar because when these crystallize, you need to be able to pull them out of the jar. And if you have a narrow jar, you can use it, but you need to make a smaller shaped object like this. So once you've got your jar ready with your solution inside, filled about 3/4 of the way up, you're gonna make your shape. This is where the pipe cleaners come in handy.
Indeed.
So this is how you do it. Basically, you choose whichever color you want. So Dries was doing like a yin yang type of theme here, and I was doing like a lollipop theme here. This looks like a tornado. Noah made it. You see how it loops around. If you don't do like a really tight knit knot like this, you're gonna get this type of a finish. If you do a tighter knot, you're gonna get, the more like geode type of finish, which I showed you in the beginning. So you pick the colors you want. As I was saying.
So I'm gonna do like gray for like the geode inside.
Yeah, that's a great idea. The first one I showed you, that's the color it was on the inside. It was gray and it looks really awesome.
Alright, so you just wanna kind of bend it like that. Keep going.
Just keep going in a tight circle. That's the best effect, a tight circle. If you want the geode look. If you want a different type of look, look at this one. I was going for a sunshine effect, and then it just kind of came apart on me, and I was curious, so I just put it in the water, and it worked. So basically, once you do your shape, yep, there you go. Once you make your shape, you need to be able to suspend it in the liquid. So you can either use a craft stick, or you could just use a pencil just like this. And then let's show them how you loop it around the pencil to suspend it in the water.
Okay.
So here, use one of these.
Alright, so basically, you just take it, you should put it like that, and then you just want to twist it like that all the way around.
Okay, so that's just a small item, but that doesn't really...
But it should be longer.
Yeah, let's do this one. That was a bad example. Rewind.
It look like this.
Yes, it needs to hang. So let me show you.
Mine's not done
Here,
yet,
hold
so
on. Let me show
like
you.
that.
We're going to show you on this one because that's how it needs to be suspended. So you're just going to loop it just a couple times around just so that it's secure. Okay, that's perfect. So see how that's hanging down? So if you had a craft stick, it would be hanging down like that as well. So now when you put it in your solution, you want to make sure that it's suspended, not touching the bottom or the sides, because if it touches the bottom or the sides,
it will stick.
It will stick, and we know that because that happened to us. Another thing is, if it's too big, if it's too wide, it will crystallize and you won't be able to pull it out of the jar. After 12 to 24 hours, you will get this result just by suspending this in the borax and water solution. Now, here's a really cool tip, and you should try this. We thought we would try organic materials, so in this is a rock. So we just
insanely cool.
Basically, we just got a rock that we found at the playground.
My eyeball.
And we wrapped, what do you call this? Pipe cleaner. We wrapped pipe cleaner around the rock. And then we suspended it in the liquid as well, and this is what happened. And since it's smaller, it was super fast. So it was about 12 hours.
So you're going to connect, if you want to make it look like this, and connect 2 colors, all you have to do is wrap one around the other. just like that.
Yeah, that's
Just
actually a
with
really
pencil.
good tip because that's how we make them stay really tight. So basically this type of effect is what I showed you in the beginning, and I'm going to show you one more time just so that you get that full idea. So our next project, our next thing that we want to try is a shell. So we're going to wrap some borax, not some borax, we're going to wrap some pipe cleaner around the shell, but we're going to leave some of the shell exposed because we want to see what happens, and we'll let you guys know what happens. It'll probably, I think as long as you use a hard object, you should have a good effect. We try to do flowers, and the flower petals basically disintegrated in the boiling water. It did grow borax crystals. I should have kept it for you guys, but it was just kind of flimsy and it didn't hold its shape. So since we have so many shells, we decided we would try shells. Let's go look at the ones that we have hanging one more time. And then I'll give you a little bit of a summary and a recap. So here it is. We have them hanging in our window. Fufu's shining the light on them. Look at how gorgeous that is. This is our rainbow geode. The middle is white, and then it's just a bunch of rainbow pipe cleaners, different pipe cleaners, all just basically knotted together. And this was the very first one I made. So the center has the gray pipe cleaner that Idris was knotting together. Exactly. And then all around it, it's purple and pink all the way up. And it just turned out perfectly also. You see how it has a little bit of crystal on the side? That's because it was a little close to the side of the jar, so it crystallized right there. But you can do this too, and then you can hang yours by the window to catch the light. Yeah, thanks for shining the light, Foo. Okay, so just one more time, I'm going to give you the recipe. It's 4 tablespoons of borax for every cup of boiling water. Mix thoroughly until your water is clear. If your water is not clear and your borax is not dissolved thoroughly, you will not get this awesome result. All you need is some pipe cleaner and something to suspend it in your jar. Make sure you have a wide mouth jar. If you don't have a wide mouth jar, if your jar has a narrow opening, just make a smaller geode, a smaller shape, and you should still be good to go to try this. Then make sure that your object is not touching the bottom or the sides. It should be suspended in the liquid. Wait 12 to 24 hours and you're good to go. You should get your geode, your borax crystals, just like we did. And remember, if you want to get this really super cool tornado effect that Noah got, just loosen up your knot. You don't need to make it super tight. You can just loosen it up and have it like, you know, this in the water, and you'll get that effect. This was our heart. Look how cool is that? Anyway, thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys next time.
And we hope. Oh, and if you try this, let us know in the comments. Now you can say
Bye!